നമസ്കാരം, ഞാൻ കൃഷ്ണകിഷോർ. അമേരിക്കൻ കാഴ്ചകൾ എന്ന പരിപാടിയിലേക്ക് ഏവർക്കും വീണ്ടും സ്വാഗതം. Glad you all could join us this Sunday evening. ഇന്ന് അമേരിക്കൻ കാഴ്ചകളിൽ യുവത്വത്തിൻ്റെ കാഴ്ചകളാണ്. ഇനി ആ കാഴ്ചകൾ. ഫെഡറേഷൻ ഓഫ് മലയാളി അസോസിയേഷൻസ് ഓഫ് അമേരിക്കസിൻ്റെ ഫോമയുടെ വാർഷിക കൺവെൻഷൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായി നടന്ന മിസ് ഫോമ മത്സരത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രസക്ത ദൃശ്യങ്ങളാണ് ഇന്ന് അമേരിക്കൻ കാഴ്ചകളിൽ. പ്രേക്ഷകർക്ക് ഏറെ നല്ല മുഹൂർത്തങ്ങൾ സമ്മാനിച്ച മിസ് ഫോമ മത്സരം ഫോമ വിമൻസ് ഫോറത്തിൻ്റെ നേതൃത്വത്തിലാണ് സംഘടിപ്പിച്ചത്. കുസുമം ടൈറ്റസ്, ആശ മാത്യു എന്നിവർ ഫോമയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടി നേതൃത്വം നൽകി. മിസ് ഫോമ മത്സരത്തിനോടനുബന്ധിച്ച് വിവിധ കലാപരിപാടികളും അരങ്ങേറി.
I
അമേരിക്കൻ കാഴ്ചകൾക്ക് ഇനിയൊരു ചെറിയ ബ്രേക്ക്.
ശ്യാമമേഘങ്ങളെന്റെ മേനിക്കുമാരിവിൽ പട്ടുനെയ്തു, 7 വർണ്ണങ്ങൾ കാതിൽ വന്നൊരു പ്രേമഗീതം മൂളി. മാരിവില്ലിനെ മന്ത്രകോടിയായി മാറ്റിടുന്നു കരിക്കിനെ.
കരിക്കിനേത്ത് സിൽക്സ്, പാല, ചങ്ങനാശ്ശേരി, തിരുവല്ല, അടൂർ, കൈപ്പട്ടൂർ, പത്തനംതിട്ട.
Experience true Kerala atmosphere in Winder, Georgia, USA. Own a house in Kerala Gardens, an exclusive housing project with 140 villas in a 120-acre land. Greeneries, lakes, hills, valleys and rivers add beauty to the nature lovers, while living a truly Kerala lifestyle day in and day out. Keep pace with everything American in Kerala Gardens. Marketed by Hedge Brokerage Inc. www.hedgeeventsny.com. hedgebrokerage@gmail.com. Call 516-433-4310. www.keralagardens.com.
Engineering construction redefined.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Congeniality.
All right, who is it gonna be?
Put your hands together for contestant number 3.
Let's get the second runner-up.
Why these envelopes so much?
ഫ്ലോറിഡയിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ഉഷസ് ജോയെ സെക്കൻഡ് റണ്ണറപ്പായി തിരഞ്ഞെടുത്തു.
Contestant number 1! Second runner-up, contestant number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. I'd like to call upon Sarah Isho. Sarah. Kings Millers could be more believed for the cash prize and Cheryl Ann. Okay.
കാലിഫോർണിയയിൽ നിന്ന് വന്ന ദിവ്യ തോമസ് ഫസ്റ്റ് റണ്ണറപ്പായി തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കപ്പെട്ടു.
Now we have the first runner-up.
Number 5.
ഫിലഡൽഫിയയിലെ വാലി ഫോർജ് കൺവെൻഷൻ സെൻറ്ററിൽ നടന്ന വർണ്ണശബളമായ മത്സരത്തിനൊടുവിൽ കാനഡയിൽ നിന്നുള്ള സെലീൻ ജോസഫിനെ മിസ് ഫോമയായി തിരഞ്ഞെടുത്തു. പ്രശസ്ത നടി മമത മോഹൻദാസ് ആണ് മിസ് ഫോമയെ കിരീടമണിയിച്ചത്.
I was so excited that Mamatha Mohandas is going to crown the winner. You know, she is not just pretty. She's bold, she's beautiful. And I adore her for the bravery that she did fighting cancer. And she is gorgeous in all the movies and for the bold roles that you've done. Let's give it out to Mamatha Mohandas! Yes, first music. Mamatha, let's do this. I'm gonna get that.
I had a wonderful time. Honestly, Asha, you were super cool. Sunny, Jessica, all of you were fantastic on stage today. I was totally entertained. Since this is a beauty pageant, I have a problem with that very specific word too. So there, I was stressing on it. I was so beautifully entertained, and in fact, what makes me or a lot of people who are in our eyes very down to earth is the fact that we have been exposed and we have kind of set up a home away from home right from the time we were born in another country, right? So that makes us want to get to know our roots even more. In fact, when I was born and raised in Bahrain, I always wanted to be a part of the Malayali Association as well as the Indian Association. And that was more because I want to get to know the other Indians, and I want to be able to speak in Malayalam. In fact, when I reached my 3rd standard, I made sure that I could read and write Malayalam as well. So I'm a proud Malayali, and like all these 7 beautiful women over here, so you girls have a long way to go. This is just one of those, platforms that you got in the United States, and you girls were fabulous. You're all intelligent. You've got beautiful exposure, experiences, education, wonderful families, friends, and you've got everything in the world. So, Miss Fomaa 2014, and the contestant is...
Come on.
Is...
You know what to do.
Is...
And it is...
Is... I'm going to start. Okay.
Is... Number 3! Mamatha Mohandas is doing the honors. The Canada girl is taking the crown home. Let's give it up to Celine. And it's a beautiful Mamatha starting out of a beautiful girl. And here comes the beautiful Kazchakal Titus giving the sash. Yeah, I know. So to give out the cash prize is Vincent Boss coming onto the stage. Alright, thank you for the money. And I'm going to take the honor to give this beautiful doll the bouquets. Alright, the winners, the first runner-up, the second runner-up, and Miss Fomaa, take a walk. This is your moment. All right, what's the music?
Well, I'm very honored and privileged to be holding the position of Miss Fomaa 2014. ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ദൈവത്തിനോടും എൻ്റെ പേരൻസിനോടാണ് നന്ദി പറയേണ്ടത്. And I'm very happy to be here as a representative of Fomaa from Canada. Well, coming to the 2014 Fomaa convention, I've made a lot of friends and I've met a lot of second-generation Malayalis. So I hope that in the 2016 Fomaa convention, we have a lot of youth getting involved, and I will try to spread the word by social networking and contacting my friends, because it's really and honestly a wonderful experience to be able to embrace our culture and, feel that Malayali tanima.
She's an angel. ശ്യാമമേഘങ്ങൾ എൻ്റെ മേനിക്കും പട്ടു നെയ്തു ഏഴു വർണ്ണങ്ങൾ കാതിൽ വന്നൊരു പ്രേമഗീതം മൂളി മാരിവില്ലിനെ മന്ത്രകോടിയായി മാറ്റിടുന്നു കരിക്കിനെ
കരിക്കിനേത്ത് സിൽക്സ് പാല, ചങ്ങനാശ്ശേരി, തിരുവല്ല, അടൂർ, കൈപ്പട്ടൂർ, പത്തനംതിട്ട.
മിസ് ഫോമ മത്സരത്തിന് ശേഷം പ്രശസ്ത നടി മമത മോഹൻദാസ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രതിനിധി ജെസിക്ക തോമസുമായി സംസാരിച്ചു.
What did you think of today's event? How did it go? What was it like for you being in the audience and to give the girl her crown when she was, you know?
To be honest, it's after a very long time that I'm going for a beauty pageant. I'm actually seeing a beauty pageant after a very long time. Because when we used to watch Miss India, Miss Universe, Miss World. I think now that craze it's dying down. So it was very refreshing to watch beautiful girls up there on stage contesting for the crown. And in fact, they were showcasing talents as well. So it was nice to see Malayali, American-born or American-raised Malayali girls, trying to win the crown. And it felt good crowning that one girl, Miss Congeniality. I was actually trying to figure out what could be going through her mind when she was being crowned. Everyone was talented, but obviously one wins.
You know, I know one thing that was going through the girls' mind last night through rehearsals, they were saying a couple of them want to get into acting. So I know a lot of these pageants kind of is a segue for girls to get noticed and girls to get the right exposure to get into acting. So what is your story like? How did you get into acting? Was it something similar?
It wasn't similar. Mine, a lot of things in my life has happened just by chance. So I think it was destiny's call that I, get into films. And in fact, for that matter, my first singing break also was just something that happened in between a movie audition. So nothing was really planned, or nothing goes the way we plan it, let's say. So probably they really aspire to become actresses or get into movies, but it may not necessarily happen. So I guess your dreams is also something that you need to set, and you gotta let it come sometimes. You can fight for it, but don't get disheartened if you don't get there. So when I was young, I aspired to be a lot of things. I wanted to be a banker like my dad because he's in banking. He's with Merrill Lynch and Bank of America. So that was my first career path, and then I thought I would become a pilot because that would allow me to travel the whole world. Who's thinking about how difficult flying a plane would be? I never thought about all that. I was just thinking about the bright side of it. I did 2 ramp shows when I was in Bahrain because, when you're tall, they want you to be on the ramp. And I think I had the thing for it as well, a natural a groove in my walking. I had a rhythm. The music's always in my head. So fashion shows were a very interesting thing. I used to enjoy watching them. Amma used to be very enterprising, and she used to, encourage me to watch a lot of things. The question and answer round is something which is very, very interesting. In fact, today the girls answered, some of them answered really nicely. Some of them, couldn't get the meaning of it properly. I had my path, but my path was accidental. It was not something that I had planned, if that is what your question was all about. Yeah.
So now you touched on the fact that when girls, they don't get right away what they're kind of aiming towards, not to get disheartened. What exactly is your success mantra? Like, what do you live by? What do you, what keeps you going? And you've been through so much in your life, many obstacles. What exactly is what keeps you going? What is your success mantra?
Okay. I have met, along my way, along my journey, I always meet people who are either more successful than me or less successful than me. But they've all got potential. Everybody's learning. I always believe that each day I'm learning from every single person I meet. I honestly don't feel that I'm big in my head, or maybe cancer had changed my perspective on a lot of things in life. I'm being very honest about it. Right from the time I got diagnosed, I just changed from that very rebellious child to being so down to earth. It was silly. I started enjoying the silliest things, like very petty things, started mattering so much to me. And sometimes we say that, you're fighting. A lot of people fight to dream. They fight to win their dream, but I think I'm fighting to live to dream. So I think that life is what is. I'm trying to live each day of my life to the best. That makes me more hungry for life. It makes me more passionate for life. Sometimes I just tend to exhaust myself because I feel that's that one day that I have and I want to do whatever I can. Be nice to as many people as I can. So anger, ego, pride, all those things takes a backseat. It naturally happens. And I think my success mantra is take each day as it comes. I have fought for certain things like I said, until 2008. I was so rebellious. Why isn't it happening this way? There's so many whys, so many questions in my head. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna see what comes my way now. Enough of fighting, because now I have something else to take care of. And that is when things actually started happening.
Okay, and my last question for you is, I know a lot of these girls look up to you because they've told me. Even last night, they were so excited to meet you. What do you have to say to girls that are aspiring to be like you, dabble in so many things? You're an actress, you're also a singer, you do so many things, and you're so good at everything that you do. What advice do you have for girls that want to be like you?
Thank you very much. I would like to ask everybody to do the very little that they do, even if it's a little, even if it's not the best. Do it passionately, do it with discipline, do it with self-respect. And trust me, these three things are a deadly combination. It beats beauty, it beats the best talent. I mean, sometimes I come across a lot of people who are extremely talented, but they carry the wrong attitude and they get nowhere. But with limited talent and a wonderful attitude, trust me, you're gonna go places. So I guess that is the success and winning formula for everybody. And man and woman, there's no difference, trust me. Women, if we actually want to, we can be better than the men at whatever they do. But it's just that we'd like men to be men, right? So that we can be girls sometimes, because we tend to take over and, be so brash. So we actually, taking that one step or half a step back for you. Keep that in mind, please, guys. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jessica.
അമേരിക്കൻ കാഴ്ചകൾ എന്ന ഈ പരിപാടി ഇവിടെ പൂർണ്ണമാവുകയാണ്. പുതിയ അമേരിക്കൻ കാഴ്ചകളുമായി വീണ്ടും ഞാൻ വരും അടുത്തയാഴ്ച ഇതേ സമയം. നിങ്ങളും ഉണ്ടാവണം. മറക്കാതെ കാണണം. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.